Hello there, you 185k awakening people joining me in a wonderful battle against ignorance. Today I will react to the dumbest robberies caught on camera part 2. Get ready to be surprised and laugh out loud when you'll see how dumb these criminals really are. But before you laugh your head off, be sure to subscribe and press the notification bell too. The first clip shows us a thief under the shelter of an anti-COVID mask who gets into a Uber armed with a gun and threatens the driver to give him all the money.
Hey, give me all your money, man.
Man, I don't.
Give me everything you got. Give me that now.
All right.
I need it now.
All right.
Let me see your wallet.
Unfortunately for the attacker, the driver had just started his workday, so he only had $11 on him. Not exactly what the thief imagined, but enough for a good coffee at Starbucks.
The easy way, man. Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now if you don't want to die, man.
Okay, I'm not getting my wallet.
I'm not going to hurt you. Just give me everything you got.
Sir, I don't have any.
After not even having made the robbery of the century, the thief receives another blow. The car parked behind them turns out to be a police car. What are the odds? The policeman saw something suspicious in the car in front of him, so he got out and arrested the attacker.
There's a cop behind us. There's a cop behind us. Get out. Get out. Get on the ground now. Oh my God. Lifesaver! Oh my God! Oh my God! I can't believe it!
18-year-old Victor Martinez Herrera faces up to 10 years in prison.
For some reason, this thief from the American city of Gladstone, Oregon, chose the worst possible place to steal a bike, the entrance to the local police station. We think you already know what happened next. Almost immediately, a local officer left the building and, struck by such audacity, arrested the offender on the spot. Perhaps the thief thought that law enforcement officers would be too busy to notice him, but he did not think about one thing. In any decent police station, there are cameras at the entrance.
He got stuck in the fence. Here comes the owner. Do you remember the case Liebeck versus McDonald's restaurants, also known as the McDonald's coffee case or the hot coffee lawsuit?
Stella Liebeck spilled just 8 ounces of coffee, but she attracted a flood of attention. The jury's awards set off a media frenzy and became a rallying cry for those who believed our legal system had run amok.
The plaintiff, Stella Liebeck, a 79-year-old woman in 1994, suffered third-degree burns in her pelvic region when she accidentally spilled coffee in her lap after purchasing it from a McDonald's restaurant. A jury found that McDonald's was 80% responsible for the incident. They awarded Liebeck $200,000 in compensatory damages to cover medical expenses and $2.7 million, equivalent to $5 million in 2021, in punitive damages, the equivalent of 2 days of McDonald's coffee sales.
This man, for example, tried to trick the insurance company with a simple performance clearly worthy of an Oscar. This story happened in the break room of the company, where the man was working at that time. Just look how gracefully he fell, pretending to slip on the ice from his drink. The man was lying on the floor until his colleagues found him, and then he demanded large insurance payments for treatment. The deception was revealed when his application was reviewed, and officers looked at the recordings from a hidden camera and saw this incredible scene.
This guy actually managed to remove the till from a McDonald drive-thru machine when the employees were distracted. The only problem was that the till doesn't fit through the window, no matter how hard he tries. It's like that game for children where you have to fit some shapes into some holes. I guess while the guy was trying to pull this thing through, the cops arrived and the game remained unsolved. Criminals expect people to keep expensive cars and bikes inside their garage. Probably that's what the next burglar thought when he tried to break into this garage.
Before breaking into someone's property, take your time to think. I'm not talking about the moral aspect. At least try to find out if the building has an entrance. Or you might end up like this guy trying to break into a garage through the window while its door is wide open. The realization strikes the burglar so hard that he doesn't even want to steal anything and just leaves.
I think the dumbest criminals are those who get locked in the inside from the outside by a smart seller. Let's see.
The cell phone shop owner, Tommy Torres, had a weird feeling about the two customers you see walking in the store, and he had a good reason for it. They pulled a gun on him and told him to give them all the phones and money. The store owner told them to get the phones from the display in the front, and as soon as they went, he zapped across the back door, through the travel agency, and locked them inside from the outside. A crowd gathered around the store, but had trouble getting out. The police later captured both of them and gave them a 5-year prison sentence.
Have you ever had the impression that whatever you do will go wrong, from bad to worse? On those days, it's better to stay at home, no matter how much you are tempted by the idea of breaking into a supermarket.
These images from different surveillance cameras are of poor quality, but we can very well follow the movements of this thief, who likes to complicate his life. He had planned to break into a supermarket, not through the front door, but by climbing onto the roof. But his adventure will not be easy. He is first filmed outside the building, trying to climb a wall from a fairly accessible height. However, he doesn't succeed at first, and we see him take a fall that must have hurt him a lot,
fall
but not
very
enough
bad.
to discourage him. A few moments later, he tries again, and this time with more success.
This time with more success is really a way of saying it is not about any success in these things that will happen to the burglar.
The thief then disappears from the camera's field and works on the roof to open an access and enter the establishment. He succeeds, we don't know how, but it is at the price of a terrible upheaval. Indeed, one sees various components of the roof suddenly collapsing, carrying in their fall the theft, which falls for the second time. However, he quickly gets up, all triumphant, because the hardest part is over.
The hardest part is over. Really? The hardest part is over? You must have watched another clip, because this is not what's coming.
The thief only has to fill his cart as he wishes, without forgetting of course to strip the box. He is the master of the place.
The
But
master
getting out
of
the
the
store
place.
was perhaps harder than getting in. In the next few minutes, he will fail at everything he sets out to do. We first see him struggling to break the window, then trying to get out through the open roof.
You think his ordeal is over? Not even close. For what he endured this night and will continue to endure, I will deduct 6 months from his future sentence.
Using a ladder that ends up slipping out from under his feet, causing him to fall a third time. Desperate, the thief, whom we almost feel sorry for, tries to break the surveillance camera that he has finally noticed, but he misses. Finally, by lassitude, he sits down on a barrel and smokes a cigarette while the police arrive on the scene. His adventure, in any case, was rich in twists and turns, and by telling it, he will have something to amuse his cellmates.
For sure he will amuse his soulmates. And now another case in which the burglar is locked inside the premises until the police arrive. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Tell me in the comments below which of the burglars do you think was the dumbest one and what other topics would you like me to react to. See you in the next video. Bye bye!